How'd you lose your licence?
Drink driving.
Oh.
I got back for drink driving. I used to always think that the 2 penny, that 2 penny rule, where the people say, yeah, put 2p in your mouth, and it didn't work one night. It didn't work one night. So they took my license just after coming out, and then not long after losing my license, I end up buying a bike, and I was just using this bike to drive about lick shots. And one night I was in a pub with my friends, 2 of them. One of them gets a call because his baby mother's crashed the car. She's gone into a tree. She died on the scene.
She's died?
Died on the scene with his daughter in the back.
What about the daughter?
Yeah, the daughter was fine. He had to shoot off, but he didn't know that she died until he got to the scene. So me and my other friend are there. Now this is where these issues come in from. Like I was like drunk. Obviously, that's one contributing thing to it. But like I was paranoid that he was going to steal this shitty bike off me or something. And I was like, nah. He's like, nah, leave. He kept saying to me, leave it here, get a cab. He was really concerned.
You're thinking, what's his game?
What's he on? Like, he's going to have this. Like, I don't know if it was drink fueled internally. I was like, fuck that, I'm only driving home. So I just jumped on it. Got to my house, got ready, like got some food or something. I done something. And then, because I went to these guys after coming to my house. So I stopped in my house. So then I've left and gone to these guys in Cheshunt, and I've got to them. I'm calm, talking to them, and like gave them the food, chatting for a bit. I said I'm gonna duck out. I think I was going to meet one girl, if I'm honest. And then I leave there, and as soon as I pull off, lights come up behind me. No, like I'm in this position where like, do I pull over?
Had they been following you or?
No, it was just like I literally pulled out, and I was like, do I pull over? Now obviously I got food on me, I'm drunk, like it's like and I'm not thinking straight. So I drop the gear and I shoot off up the high road. I'm doing like mad speeds.
What's mad speeds?
I'm on an R6, blue R6 with 4 exhausts. It was a big bike, so I'm on this now and I'm blowing. So I would say at least 100 down the high road. But I come to this bend in Cheshunt way too fast, right? And it starts snaking. Now,
what, the bike?
Yeah, and then it just flung me in the air. I got catapulted one way, the bike went another, helmet even come off and went another way of its own, right? I've gone through this wooden fence that's like 4 inch by 4 inch slats, the 3 of them, and I've just gone straight through them, and this side's gone take through. I've gone down into the ditch. It all happened so fast, and then I'm in this ditch, I'm looking up, and then the Fed that's chasing me is there, and I went to school with him. He was in that Hoddesdon school that I went to, Sheridan, and he's like, Chris, stop moving, it's worse than you think. So I've got an open fracture that he can see. I'm trying to get away still, but I'm laying in this stream and the water's running over me. My legs, my body ain't going nowhere, and definitely my arm. And I feel like that water's my blood, but obviously some of it was, because I had like multiple blood transfusions. So I'm laying there, I'm in and out of consciousness now. And then I just remember like the fireman, 2 ladders, stretcher up, and getting to the top, and them saying, I need his blood. And I was like, fucked. I think the ambulance man was like, I need to save this guy's life. I didn't care about what he was doing. I was just like in and out of consciousness. And then that's it. I remember the next thing, I woke up in coming out of an induced coma after 6 weeks. And I'd broken like 10 ribs. I'd broken my scapula. I'd shattered my pelvis. I broke vertebrae in my back. I punctured both lungs. I had a massive head injury, which I got a massive scar. I stretched the nerves in my legs, so my legs were, I ripped the nerves out of here. I always butcher the name of what it's called, but it's, I think, a brachioplexus fracture or something like that. I broke, I'd done...
You was probably lucky to even be alive at this point.
I had like multiple blood transfusions. I lost so much blood. I didn't feel it. I come out of this induced coma and obviously everyone's around me, and the first thing I say is like, Bill, get me a drink. But they've gathered all my family and friends and like, look, this head injury is quite serious. We don't know what the actions are until we bring him out of the implications are until we bring him out of the coma. So when I come out of the coma, when I said, Bill, get me a drink, everyone's like crying, like, thank fuck. Like, but obviously my arm's there, but it's in scaffold. It stinks of rotten. It stinks like rotten flesh, man. It stinks like, and I'm looking at it and I'm fucking, like, as you can imagine, emotionally crying.
Did you know what was wrong at this point?
Yeah, it was just fucked, man. It just stunk. It just didn't move. It was just yellow. It was big. Yeah, it had metal casings and scaffolding tube things coming out of it, and it was just attached to me, like doing nothing.
Could you feel it or not?
Nothing. I had nothing, no senses to it. My legs were like balloons. I was laying on the bed. I couldn't move because my legs had swollen up because the nerves were stretched. So I was laying there. I laugh because, yeah, it's the alternative is emotions that I start crying. But it's like I was in a bad place, man. I was like, I can't explain it. I desensitized from it. I just didn't want to accept that this is my body in this position. Because who do you blame in that position when you've done it? Like, you hate yourself. And I already had no self-belief, no self-worth. I already felt inadequate. And now, look at me. I've fucking just proven it. Like, I've just reaffirmed that you are worthless. Look what you've done. Do you know? It wasn't a good time. I was in hospital for like 5 months. And like, obviously I wasn't a nice person before. And I laugh because these people had their opportunity to get me back, and I started getting messages like from fake accounts like, "Hi, glad you lost your arm. You
that must have been devastating as well.
Mate, I've remembered it. So you always remember the things that hurt, don't you? They imprint the emotions. Yeah, they got me with that one. That one hurt. They done that one. That's a kick you out. That was a kick you out your dad.
Yeah.
And I felt it. I felt it.
Yeah.